Hi YouTube, I've got a couple of these MAMOD Steam Engines that I managed to pick up at a car boot sale. This one I got several years back and I think I paid about £15 for it, but the base and everything, you can see all the paint is in really quite good condition. I could probably clean up the top a bit, but it's quite nice as it is, so I just leave it. So this little knob here, you twist this around and then you just pour water into it. I use a little funnel like this, and then I just use like a bottle of spring water, and you don't fill it all the way to the top. This one's quite good because it's got a little clear section so you can see how much water you're actually putting in. There's a whistle on top of this one as well, which is a bit annoying. I'm not sure if it works properly or not because it just whistles the whole time. Right, this is the little tray that you use for adding methylated spirits. So here's some meths here. I've tried doing these in the past where I've just used a couple of tea lights or something underneath to try and get it to work, and I don't think it gets it hot enough, so it's definitely worth using, meths or something similar. So I just pour this into the tray, not particularly well, but in it goes, and I fill the tray, fairly full, and then you basically just light this and put it underneath the steam engine. So they're really good fun, these things. They do take a little while to heat up, so you have to be a bit patient. It's quite useful with this one having the whistle, because when the whistle goes off it's basically ready to go. So here, it's quite a big flame I've just made, but it doesn't matter, so I've put that underneath there. You can see it still alight, and then I'm just going to wait now for this to heat up. It does, like I say, it takes a little while, and the first signs on this one is the whistle. Sometimes you see a bit of like bubbling, a bit of water coming down the tubes onto the bit where the wheel is. This second one I picked up at a car boot sale really recently, and I only paid £3 for it, so I think that's a complete bargain. I mean, you can see it's not in anywhere near as good condition as the other one. It's got paint chipped off it and everything, but for £3 you can't go wrong. What can you buy for £3 nowadays? So I'm going to leave this one for a bit and come back to it when it's heated up. What I do as well is I use a bit of this oil. This is oil from my radio controlled cars, but you could use different sort of oil, and I just put a little bit into these kind of joints and things, just to make sure that it works and runs smoothly. So especially like along the piston, a little bit at the end here, and a bit sort of in the flywheel joints, and then I think this really kind of helps it. And I'm definitely going to put some on the other one as well, because I haven't used it yet, so it'd be interesting to see if it works. I know it's not seized up because I have spun the wheel a little bit and it rotates fine, but I think the oil definitely is going to help it run even smoother. Okay, and then what I'll do is, after I've got the first one running and showing you what that's like, I'll put the meths burner in this second one and see if this one works or not. Yeah, they're great little things, these steam engines. I know you can get various kind of accessories for them, like other kind of spinning things you can attach them to. They're, very much like sort of Meccano really as a company, in that you can screw these bases down onto like a wooden base or something, and then you can build onto them. You can also get full-on steam engines, like a proper train looking steam engine that goes along, on rollers. They're really cool. I haven't found one of those at a car boot sale yet, but if I do and the price is right, I wouldn't mind getting one of those at some point. Just because they're really nice to look at as well. Quite often they're sort of green, and they've got really kind of shiny parts and things. Like I say, I might end up kind of polishing these up a little bit, use a bit of brasso or something, Okay, this one is working now. You can hear the whistle, and like I say, it is very annoying. Um, there's a thing on here, but I don't think it works particularly well. I'm not sure if that's supposed to kind of stop the whistle or not, but mine doesn't. Mine just whistles the whole time. But it's good fun, and like I say, when the whistle goes, you know that it's basically ready to go. So what I sometimes do to kind of get it to start going is I just kind of flick this wheel, and if you just flick it a few times, usually, there you go, it starts off, and it quite often it starts fairly slow, and then it speeds up, but then it really kind of vibrates, and you'll see in a minute probably this base will actually start moving across the oven tray. I put these oven trays down, by the way, just to stop my floor getting burnt. It's probably not a good idea to put these straight down onto a wooden floor. So yeah, the baking tray should make a difference. Okay, this model has got a sort of a lever here, and if I push it back like this, it slows it down a little bit. And if you flick it right over to the other side, it changes the direction of the spin, so that's pretty cool. And again, that would be really good if you had it attached to something else where you were trying to make something move in a particular way. Yeah, I'm not sure if the bit where it slows it down a bit, if it's supposed to do that or not, but mine does. It seems to have like 3 settings, one that goes in one direction, one that slows down that direction, and one that goes in the other direction. So you can see here the steam puffing out of the chimney at the top. I'm just going to remove this meths thing. It gets quite hot, so just then I realised that when I grabbed it with my fingers. I'll just use a bit of kitchen paper or something instead to get that out. So you'll see once you take it out, the wheel starts to slow down, and it doesn't slow down straight away, but it slows down and then it'll come to a stop, and the whistle will stop as well. There you go, see it's going really slow now. So I've put the meths under the second one, so fingers crossed. Our £3 bargain is a really good bargain, and not just I mean, it would be a good enough bargain if it didn't work at all, just to have it as a thing, because maybe I could fix it up and get it to work anyway, but hopefully it'd be cool if it works like first time. So yeah, I think you can polish these up with like Brasso and that kind of thing. I'll look into that and see if I can make these look all nice and shiny afterwards, but for now it's just nice having a couple of different examples of these little steam engines. Okay, you can see now, after leaving this for a while to heat up, it's got a bit of a leak. There's water coming out of here, and also there's water coming out of this top bit here. So I think I might have overfilled it slightly with water as well, but we shall see what happens. Okay, so because this is a slightly different model, I'm not sure what direction the wheel is supposed to spin in. Like, it doesn't have the lever, so it doesn't go in both directions. So what I'll have to do, like, is just push it in a direction to try and get it to start. This doesn't seem to be working in this direction. So what I do is try it in the other direction, and sure enough, it starts going slow, and then it starts to speed up, and it's quite it's quite vigorous, this one, when it speeds up. And you can see I think I definitely overfilled it slightly with water, because we got water coming up out of the chimney, steam, and yeah, it looks a little bit overfilled. There you go, but that just makes it more exciting, doesn't it? I quite like it like that. I quite like seeing all the water bubbling out of the top. Okay, so yeah, this one is really fast and loud, but you don't have the whistle on it, so it's less annoying in that sense. You can see water coming out the top, of all the different places. So I don't know if like all the seals are not very good, or if it is just literally because I've overfilled it. But it works, which is the main thing. So I'm really happy about that. And you can see like it's sliding across the baking tray. It's just, yeah, vibrating quite a lot. So I think I'm going to end up keeping my finger here to keep it in place. Hopefully no boiling water flicks onto my finger. So yeah, these are really good fun, and you can imagine like back in the day, like if you're a small boy that received one of these as a present, it'd be quite a cool thing to have as a birthday present or something. So yeah, when I find these at car boot sales, I always, you know, get a bit excited and hope that I'm going to get a bargain. Sometimes you see people selling them and they want a lot of money for them, more like sort of eBay prices and things, so I just ignore those. But when this guy said £3, I couldn't believe it, and I thought, yes, I'll be taking that, even if it doesn't work. I don't care, I'll try and fix it up. The base I could just repaint, and that'll be fine. We'll see. Right, I'll take this tray of meths out, and then you can see it cool down and stop. It's good that when you take the tray out, it stops pretty sharpish, really. It doesn't take that long before it's completely still again. So if everything was going horribly wrong, if you had water like kind of spurting out of the top, boiling water and stuff, and you were a bit panicked, you could just pull the tray out and it would stop quick enough. Okay, so yeah, the differences between these two models, if you have a look, you've got a little lever on here. I need to kind of look this up and see what that's for, because maybe that adjusts the pressure inside or something. Maybe that would stop all the water pouring out. Then we've got a tube that goes around the back there. You've got the tube that comes from the base of the chimney, and then another tube there. So they all connect in there, and then when you look at this one though, you'll see the tubes are different. You've got like those two that come from the base of the chimney, and then you've got this other middle one, and you'll see when they run down, all three of the tubes kind of come in together into this bit. So quite a different design. I don't know how many different ones they made, and obviously this one's got the lever as well for changing the direction of the wheel. Yeah, I'll have a look, I'll do some research and see what other different ones they did, and I'll look out for more at the car boot sale. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been good fun having a go on them. I may not use them again now for a while, but they're quite nice kind of display pieces. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, hit subscribe to see anything that I do in the future.